everybody, this is A Shadowbox and welcome back to Farming Simulator 17 here in Goldcrest Valley. You see we are at our pigsty, and I've actually already refilled their water, but you can see their feeding area needs some attention. Absolutely. So let's just scoop this corn really quick. So yeah, it is the next day since the last episode was recorded, as in-game day, and real-life day, actually. So we should be back on track with videos following that kind of spurts I had with technical difficulties and getting off the upload and record schedule. Should be back on now. So as long as everything still goes according to plan, this video should be coming out Sunday or Monday, depending on if I release a video alongside the live stream on Sunday. But as of right now, I'm planning on live streaming FSX on Sunday. Of course, that might change, just based on family stuff and things. Alright, so there we go. That's our pigs taken care of for today. I wonder how many we have now. In 24 hours, we have gotten 5 pigs. That's not bad. Also, you'll notice sunflowers had a great demand. I'm surprised it's doing that well. I sold it when I sold the sunflower we had, and it was at just under $1,000. So I feel a little bit ripped off. We could have gotten an extra $2,000 out of that. I got $9,000 from selling, well, a little over $9,000. Why am I speeding that up to 120? Right, just briefly so I could see the stats on the animals. Did it work? Yes. Next animal in 54 in-game minutes. They're reproducing at every 5 hours. That's awesome. Okay. In fact, that's half a trailer load. I'm debating just taking half a trailer load and seeing what we get, seeing how much money we get. I don't think I want to do that though. I mean, I do want to do that, but I also don't, because you know, it would take a while for the pigs to reproduce up to there. Well, in theory, just a day. We've only had the pigs like a day and a half. We'll see. If I run out of things to do in the episode, then we'll take a look at that. Oh, I did buy an animal trailer after I sold the sunflower. Alright, so I want to get something so we don't have to keep driving this front loader tractor up through the mountains every time we need to go check on the pigs. So what I'm thinking about getting, if we look at our M3 shop catalog here, if we go into front loaders, there's this guy right here, Kramer. $60,000, and you get a nice little front loader, and that's really the only thing that we need. We don't need a full-blown tractor up there. I'm thinking about getting that and then just leaving it up there and using it for scooping. You know, we'll use it to refill a manure spreader. We'll use it to clean the eating area and refill straw. Yeah, I think we're going to get one of those. It's $60,000. The cheapest tractor that can get a front loader is like $80,000, so definitely a better choice than buying a whole nother tractor just to keep up there. And much cheaper than a telehandler. Though I do want to get a telehandler eventually, just for farm, like use on the main farm, and then get rid of this guy here. Well, we have to keep this because of the care wheels. We can probably put care wheels on the little case I just took out to the field, though. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. What should our next... Well, our next vehicle is going to be that front loader. But what do you think we should use on the farm? You think we should get a telehandler or stick with a tractor front loader? I'm leaning towards the telehandler personally. You know what? I'm gonna try to do no, I'm not gonna try to do a poll thing. Never mind. Nip that idea in the bud. Nothing against polling or anything. It's just, yeah. You guys are free to tell me your opinions, but by the time I see your opinions, I probably will have already recorded the next episode. And your opinion may or may not still be valid by that time. Okay. Start harvesting the barley. Oh, you know what? We really don't need to keep that. We have plenty of straw up at the pig farm. That straw pile we have is going to last a while. Alright, I will give you guys something to tell me about in the comments. Should we focus on expanding the farm, as in buying new fields and better equipment, or should we focus on expanding the animals, as in getting ready to start with maybe cows or sheep next? Let me know what you want to see me advance into. Better farming or better animal husbandry? Or more animal husbandry, not necessarily better. I've actually not done any missions between this episode and last. I kind of forgot. But I am going to be doing missions on 23 and 24 quite a lot, just so we can get our reputation with that farmer up to the max. Just in case you guys do think we should buy more fields. I'm kind of leaning that way myself. I kind of think we should at least get those 2 fields before we go further into livestock. But this is something I definitely want to hear your opinions on. So please leave a comment and tell me what you think. YouTube's also a lot more fun when you guys comment and stuff. Lets me know you're watching, lets me know you're enjoying, and that you're invested enough to talk to me about it. That'd be awesome. Actually, that's why I like live streaming so much, is because a lot of times it's an active conversation. I don't care, Steam. Why are you popping up an advertisement? I don't care that Telltale Games just released a sale on Batman stuff. Ugh. That threw me all off now. What was I saying? Oh yeah. I love the conversations with you guys. That's why I really enjoy live streams. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to do any this last week. Hopefully, I was able to keep this week's Sunday FSX live stream going. Unfortunately, I had to cancel last week's due to family obligations. It was Thanksgiving weekend after all. But hopefully this week nothing unexpected is going to pop up. Well, it's not like Thanksgiving weekend was unexpected, but hopefully this week nothing unexpected pops up that would prevent me from proceeding with my plans to live stream. Alright, so the next crop that we're going to be putting on these fields is canola. So actually, once we're done harvesting the field, we might get a hired worker to start fertilizing. No, actually, I want to see how much fertilizer we have stored up, or manure and liquid manure we have stored up at the pigs. I didn't actually look at that. Because I was actually surprised. The manure spreaders and the slurry tankers are actually really cheap. I do know they, at least in Farming Sim 15, you would go through your capacity of slurry and manure so quickly compared to fertilizer pellets or spray. And it was really annoying. I'm not sure if it's realistic or not, so if you're a real farmer, can you tell me, you know, do artificial fertilizers go further? Do you get more bang for your buck in using artificial fertilizers as opposed to using natural ones? Like, if you have a full trailer of artificial fertilizer and a full trailer of manure, are you going to run out of manure before you run out of the artificial fertilizer? That's what seems to happen in Farming Sim 15. I've not tested it in Farming Sim 17 yet. Alright. Well, I could have positioned that trailer better, but apparently it's good enough for the harvester, where it wants to unload. I'm going to turn the sensitivity on my mouse, and I'm just realizing I'm doing a whole lot of jerky movements that can't be too pleasant to watch. Alrighty. Are we going to get a full tipper of barley off of these two fields? I would say chances are good. Chances are definitely good. Are we going to get a full tipper, or are we going to stop at like 90-95%? I think we'll get a full tipper, and then maybe 10% after that. That's my prediction. Because the next field is quite a bit bigger than this one. And I bet we would get close to 50% just off of this field alone. We'd probably get to like 40-45% if we unloaded at the end of this field. Also, what kind of baler should I get? Should I get a round baler or a square baler? The advantage of getting a round baler is that we can use it to make silage bales, which sell for a lot of money. The advantage of a square baler is I won't go insane trying to stack them. Of course, it's going to be a little bit of time before I'm ready to get into silage baling. It is something that I want to do. You know, especially because now you can basically treat grass like another crop, with how you can, if you put it on a dedicated field, you can actually fertilize it and take care of it, as opposed to just cutting it, waiting for it to grow, cutting it, waiting for it to grow. Of course, obviously, you don't have to fertilize it if you don't want to. But I have noticed it definitely increases your yield when you do. Again, that's just when the grass is on a dedicated field like this one, not just in the middle of nowhere. Also, what do you guys think about getting into forestry? Man, I'm asking you guys so many questions. I hope you're keeping up. Yeah, actually, you know what? Don't worry about the forestry question right now, because if we do get into forestry in the series, it's not going to be for a while. I just don't have the money to get into it. I know technically all you need is a pickup truck and a chainsaw, but especially just because of how reduced the reward for forestry is in Farming Sim 17 compared to 15. I'm kind of okay with that, because people would just abuse forestry to make just lots of quick cash. And I don't think it should be quick cash. I think you should get cash. I just don't think it should be something you should be able to do in the early game and make hundreds of thousands of dollars like you could in Farming Sim 15. Also, I'm just not a fan of the concept of forestry in general, unless it's like a controlled environment kind of thing where you're replanting everything that you cut down. But deforestation is actually a huge problem for our planet. New studies come out about it every day, and yet people still don't care. You know, I'm not a hippie or anything like that, but it is shocking how little people care about environmental issues. Now, we only get one planet, people. I would like to take care of it. That's one of the main things that scares me about Donald Trump being in office, is his environmental denialism. Don't get me wrong, I am not a Hillary Clinton supporter by any means. I'm also not a Donald Trump supporter. I had pretty much equal disdain for both of them, but for different reasons. Hillary Clinton because I am very strongly against career politicians. Donald Trump because I'm against a lot of the things that he says. But Hillary Clinton, I don't know. I don't think either one of them are very above board people. And I'll just leave it at that. I don't want to spark a huge debate, people calling me a liberal or a conservative or whatever. I actually identify myself as an independent. I was actually really hoping that whichever party won the presidency, the other party would get Congress, just so they would kind of balance each other out. I didn't really care which way the election went. I voted for my candidate, who I will not be disclosing. I voted for my candidate, and then I voted their opposite party for Congress. Just because I had such pretty much equal dislike for both presidential candidates, I was hoping that if Congress went to the other party, they would be able to kind of keep each other in check. But we have an all-Republican Congress. So I'm just hoping that the senators and congressmen can, have some sense instead of only being driven by their wallets, which is what so many politicians seem to be. Who can donate the most money to my cause? That's the cause I'm gonna support. Sorry, I didn't mean to turn this video into a lecture on my political beliefs. And if you disagree with me, if you think one of the candidates is, if you think Hillary Clinton was going to be the best president, or you think Donald Trump is going to be the best president, you are absolutely fine to disagree with me and believe that, and tell me that you disagree with me if you want, as long as you do it in a respectful manner. I don't mean like I deserve your respect just like you deserve my respect, and we all deserve each other's respect, unless you're, out to hurt somebody else. That's when you lose respect. Like that scumbag that tried to pull a knife attack at Ohio State University. He's a scumbag, and that police officer is a hero, and I would be saying that regardless of their races. If it was a black police officer and a white suspect that did that, then I would still be calling the police officer a hero. There's absolutely... The people who are saying that, oh, that we're calling this police officer a hero because he shot and killed a white man. No, we're calling him a hero because he stopped an armed attack on a school campus. That's why we're calling him a hero. Don't get me started on that. I'm not going to get myself started on that. Anyway, in farming simulator related news, I hope you guys liked the video that came out on Saturday with me and Dare Tebbers doing a little bit of a collaboration there. Very thankful that Dare Tebbers invited me to work on that project with him. Throughout the month of December, every Saturday, we will be posting a new installment of that series, so keep an eye out for that. As of right now, the series will only be for the month of December, though, unless that changes. But I'm pretty sure it's just going to be the month of December. Sorry, getting some water. Alright, nearly done with the barley field. I forgot, we are at 82% on the trailer. So yeah, I think we're probably going to fill the trailer. What was my prediction? A full trailer plus 10%? Well, I think that trailer can hold 30-something thousand. Was it 32,000, 31,000, something like that. So 10% would be 3,100, 3,200, something in that neighborhood. So if we fill this hopper again, we'll fill the trailer. Which it kind of looks like we might. So if we get to 6,200, that'll fill the trailer. And then if we get an additional 3,000 after that, that'll be about 10%. It's going to be close if my prediction was right or not. I think it's pretty clear that we're going to fill the trailer. Now the question is, are we going to get the 10%? I guess we'll find out. I did see a mod that came out. Is it? Yeah, I think it was for Farming Sim 17, where the chopped straw will actually leave particle effects on the field, but the map has to be specially made to accept that mod. Alright, well, that's us filled. The trailer is now filled. If we can get another 2,000, that'll be 10%. So yeah, I definitely remember that. Sorry, that was a digression in the middle of my thought about that chopped straw mod. That mod was in Farming Sim 15, obviously. I believe we had it on the Great Smoky Mountains, even though I only made like 4 episodes of that. That was a neat map. I hope it gets converted to Farming Sim 17. That was a really neat map. Alright, there we go. That is, I believe, a full trailer plus 10%. So it looks like we're going to get a full trailer plus 15 or 20%. And good, the field is now fully mature over there. I was hoping it would click over while we were working on this field. Uh-oh, my headset just came unplugged. Excuse me, I have to plug that in, or else it's going to start beeping low battery. So let me just take that off and plug it in, and now stick the headset back on my head. Okay, we're good to go. I need to get a new cable for my headset. It's been doing this for a couple weeks now. It's very annoying. I'm very tired of it. Oh, I should have used the bigger tractor for this. Oh well. We're not going far with it. Alright, there's 100%. Oh geez, and the trailer's still like half full, so yeah, we're definitely gonna get like 20 or 25% off of this field. Or, you know, in this trailer off of this field. Which is sweet. Alright, so now if we get a great demand for barley, we're gonna be set. We actually already... It's probably not going to happen because we already got a great demand for barley, remember? We could not take advantage of it. Or was that in the episode that got lost? I don't know. We had a great demand for barley, but we didn't have any barley, so we couldn't take advantage of it. I think it was last episode, but it might have been the episode before. That had no audio. That I had to get rid of. So you guys couldn't see it. I think you got the picture. I wish I could have started with the cornfield because you guys haven't seen a corn harvest yet on camera on our farm. You might have seen a mission be done with that, but it wasn't ready. So what are we getting on the fields next? We're getting soybean on the big field and canola on these little fields. So it's going to be a low yielding harvest in total. But we need stockpiles of those crops just in case. And remember, we can use canola and soybean as the protein for pigs. Can we use barley instead of wheat? I'm not sure. I'll have to double check. I want to say yes, but I'm not positive. We'll check as soon as we're done with this field. Also, just check on the price of barley in general, because if we have a good price, we might just sell it. In fact, if we have a green price for barley, we're gonna sell. We're gonna sell at least a trailer load, and maybe hang on to the rest just as pig feed. Oh wow, yeah, we're gonna have a good amount in the trailer. Nearly 40,000 barley in total taken up off the field. Oh, look at that. One tick away from 8,000. So we got almost exactly 39,000 off of this field. We got 38,999 liters of barley off of these two fields. There's 10%. You see a little green percentage underneath our fill line. That's telling you the trailer percentage. 20%. 3, 4, 5. 25%. So my second guesstimate was correct. My first guesstimate of 100% plus 10 was a bit low. So obviously, before we can harvest the corn, we're going to have to switch cutter heads on the harvester. No, I don't think we need to plow the fields this harvest. I think we plow the fields after the next harvest. Alright, drop that header. And we'll get this one ready to go. I don't know why I folded up the combine itself, considering we're just going to be using it again right away. I really feel like we could do with a road here. Might just take the plow and cut a path. Oh. I just demolished that water fountain thing there. That's a pretty good lineup. Not horrible. I've seen worse. Okay. We need to drop off the barley. Check. Yes, wheat and barley. The pigs will take wheat and barley quite happily. We got our next pig, so the next one in 3 hours and 6 minutes. And they're reproducing under 5 hours reproduction rate now. That's awesome. I wonder what the reproduction rate on cows are. Probably not as good, since that's how the pigs make money, is by reproducing. Cows make money passively through milk sales, and of course the sheep make money via making wool pallets. Theoretically, I think you could sell any animal, but it might not be, as profitable as keeping them and using them to up your production of milk or wool. So yeah, what I think we're going to do with regards to the pigs, guys, I think we're going to sell a trailer load next episode. Or no, we'll wait until we have 50 pigs. We'll let the pigs reproduce and just build up our manure and slurry stockpiles. Let the pigs reproduce until we have 50 pigs. Once we have 50 pigs, that's going to be our base number. Hey, why didn't you cut down those pieces of corn? So once we have 50 pigs, we wait until we get to 60 pigs, load 10 onto the trailer, take the trailer to the animal dealer, and sell them. And hopefully when we get to 50 pigs, that's going to be enough pigs to have the reproduction rate at 1 an hour, or 1 every 2 hours, and we'll be able to get a full trailer every day. Imagine if we let our base, I still don't know what you call a group of pigs. A herd? I'm just going to call it a herd. Our base herd of pigs be 100. Imagine how quickly we would be getting full trailers there. But of course, if we were going to have a herd of pigs that big, we would want to get a semi-truck and get the livestock semi-trailer. If we could fill one of those with pigs per day, that would be like $100,000 a day. If they sell for the same price that you buy them for. Which, you know, coming to think of it, I doubt it. So yeah, I think this episode we're going to sell some pigs, just because I want to know how much you get for the pigs. I don't know, I'm going back and forth. We'll see how much time we have left. You know what? You guys have probably seen enough combining, haven't you? Once we get to the end of the field, we're gonna unload the harvester, hire a worker to take over the harvester, and I'm gonna flip a coin on if we should sell pigs now, or if we should wait and let them get up to 50. So, heads we're gonna be waiting, tails we're gonna be selling. Here we go. In the air, caught. And it is heads. We're going to be waiting. I'm a little disappointed. You know what we're going to do? Just because I do want to know how much that they sell for, we're going to take the middle ground. We're just going to sell one pig. We're going to load one pig into our trailer, take it over, sell it. And just test how the mechanic works and see what the price is per pig. That seems like a good plan to me. Though I forgot to empty the harvester because I was so preoccupied in deciding what to do with the pig. So on the next pass up is when... Yeah, next pass up we'll empty the harvester. And then we'll hire a worker to finish the rest. I would think there's enough space in the combine to finish the field once we unload it. So I think our next episode is going to be either mission work or getting these fields turned over. I'm kind of leaning towards hiring workers to take care of the fields, and we will do missions for the next episode. But I'm not entirely sure. It'd be nice, actually, if I can just kind of coast for it. Not coast like that. Pay attention to your grain tank, a Shadowbox. Come on. Look at that. Big ol' ugly gash out of my corn. I'm tapped right past my tractor. Definitely want to get a manure trailer or a slurry tanker. Oh yeah, that's a benefit of having more pigs too, is more free fertilizer production. Okay, we have 31 pigs, right? Yeah, we're gonna sell one pig. See what that does. I'm hoping we get $3,000 for it. Get the full price back. It's not going to be more, because then people would just buy pigs and then turn around and sell them and have an immediate profit, buy more pigs, sell pigs. Yeah. There's no way it's going to be more than $3,000. So $3,000 is the max. Alright, got a worker hired there. So now we are going to go pay the pigs a little visit. Oh yeah, what's our... Let's see. Manure, 2,000. Liquid manure, 2,600. Not bad. If that was in fertilizer, like regular fertilizer, that would be enough to completely seed the fields one layer. As it is, I think that's going to be barely enough to cover one of these small fields. So if we want the, should we call it organic fertilizer, to be viable for us, we're definitely going to need either more pigs or more animals. I wish they had made the sheep have manure output. I feel like it would be a bit more realistic. And obviously better for us. We have another source of free fertilizer. Sheep are immensely profitable in this game. They do take a while to produce the wool, though. Alright, we're gonna go pick up Wilbur the pig. Wilbur the pig is gonna be our experiment pig. I feel like that's the plot of a movie. Wilbur the experimental pig. Alright, we're just going to load. Pig, $3,000. Okay, we're going to load. Confirm. Load one animal into the vehicle, yes. Alright, and now we are going to... You got Wilbur on board? Yep, there's Wilbur. We're going to Mary's Farm, all the way in the south part of the map. This is where having a pickup truck would be nice, because those things go like 70 miles an hour. Though, to be honest, I'm not really sure if the in-game trucks are actually strong enough to pull this trailer. The in-game trucks are both kind of weak. I do think they made a good design choice over last game's pickup truck. This last game's pickup truck was based off like a 2006 Dodge Ram. I always thought that truck looked really weird. That body style. I love the newer Rams. Oh my gosh, like 2012, 2013 Dodge Ram. Looks amazing. Looks mean and tough and awesome. I'm a Dodge person. I don't dislike Ford. I do dislike Chevy though. Like, if you gave me a free Ford truck, I would keep it. If you gave me a free Dodge truck, I would keep it. If you gave me a free Chevy, I would sell it and buy a Dodge. And I drive a Dodge, so, sorry, my personal car, I have a Honda Accord, so it's not like it matters. I'm saving up for a Dodge truck, though. I'm gonna need it to get through the snow. But, for my job, we have a Ford Ranger, we have a bunch of Chevy 2500s, and we have one Dodge Ram 2500. And my store primarily has the Ram, but every once in a while we'll get a Chevy down there. And I gotta tell you, I prefer the Ram so much over the Chevy. It's not even funny. And I don't really know what it is. Like, if you ask me, well, what do you like about the Ram more than the Chevy? I couldn't really tell you. It's just like this feeling. Can you buy manure here? Or can you sell manure here? Anyway, I couldn't really tell you. It's just a feeling. Like, I get into the Ram, and I'm much more comfortable driving that than the Chevy. And I don't really know why. Okay. How much are we going to get selling? Are you kidding me? $1,200? That is a lot less than what I thought we were going to get. So a full load of pigs is only going to be $12,000. Okay, well, we're not selling. Oh, Helper B has a full grain tank. So let's take care of that. Oh, wow. And he's still got quite a bit of field left, too. That's good for us. So yeah, Wilbur, sorry, you're worth more than $1,200 in my book, Wilbur, so you're going to come back to the farm. So that's disappointing. I seriously was expecting like $2,000 or so. Of course, I have to remind myself I am playing on hard. So what's the wool price like on hard? Well, that's a really bad price right now, so... What's the price on barley? Nothing good for barley. Ah, there goes the cable falling out of my headset again. Would you stop it? Come on now. That's twice in less than an hour. Alright, so we're going to let our helper finish off this field, and we're going to drive Wilbur back to the farm. Well, I guess that corn lives another day. Alrighty. In fact... No. I almost just bought 5 more pigs to increase the production of our pigs, but... Nope. Gonna save that money and use it to buy, like, a fertilizer spreader, like a manure spreader or something. This would be a fun field to own. Oh, it's not as big as I thought it was. It splits in the middle there. Alrighty. So once we get Wilbur back to the farm, I'll show you guys the slurry tankers and the fertilizer sprayers. Yeah, sometimes I use the turn signal. Only sometimes, though. Most of the time I don't bother. I don't really know if I want that field just because it's such a weird shape, like right next to the railroad track. Oh, look at that super narrow field. Tell you what, that wouldn't be a bad one for sugar beets, though. Or potatoes. That narrow one. Alright, Wilbur. Here you are, back with your friends. Unload. Yes. Thanks for letting me experiment on you, Wilbur. Don't tell the other pigs. Alright. Time to head back to the farm, take a look at prices, and then call it an episode. What's going on with the helper? Oh, he's still moving along, okay. Kind of spying on him from up here. Boss man is always watching helper Frank, Freddy. Frank Freddy, that's his name. All right. So, manure spreaders. The cheapest one is only $11,000, but its working width is 8, and its capacity is 8,000. The next one, Joskin brand, $49,000, 19,000 liter capacity, 15 meter working width. So we could definitely start with this one, because there's no way we're going to get 19,000 liters on a regular basis. Slurry tanks. Now, the Garant, 8,000 liters, 9 meter working width, $12,000. Not bad. But there's better. Oh, never mind. I thought the Marshall was $11,000. It's not. It's 14. So yeah, the Garant is the cheapest deal here. 8,000, 9 meter working width. The Marshall, 11 meters. That's where I was getting the 11 from. 8,000 liters. So 11 meters compared to 9 meters. Is that extra 2 meters worth an extra $2,000? Maybe? Don't know. Of course, there's the Zune hammer as well, and the cultivator that attaches to the Zune hammer. And for some reason, if you go into cultivators, this goes on the Zune hammer as well. I don't know if this can also be on its own and used as a cultivator, or if it's only a Zune hammer attachment, but there you go. I'm thinking getting the solid manure spreader first. Actually, no. We'll get the slurry one first, because the slurry one doesn't need a front loader to load it. Slurry one, you just pull up next to the point, and it's an automatic load. Oh wow, we got almost another full harvester off that. That's a really good load of corn. I didn't think we were going to get that much. I think they definitely upped the yield of corn. I think it's definitely higher yield in 17 than it was in 15 or 13. I just realized my mic has been like so far away from my face this entire episode. I hope my audio comes out okay. Well, that would suck if 2 harvesting episodes were ruined by bad audio. I think I should be able to boost it enough in post-production that it won't make a difference. Alright, are we going to fill this trailer? I hope so. Or I hope we get close, just because I don't want to have to drive the tipper back here to unload the rest of the harvester. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, look at that. 99.9%. Probably would have been exactly 100% if we had gotten those 2 stalks right there. We can dump this header here. We're not going to be using it for a little while because then remember the next harvest cycle is canola and soybean. So we don't need that header for that. Alright. Look at that. 23 liters away from exactly a full trailer. That's pretty good. Should have a pretty respectable amount of corn in the silo now. Remember, the base silos can only hold 100,000 of each crop. So we're not going to be able to stockpile too much. $38,584. I must have sold some of the corn we got from the last harvest. No, I didn't. We only harvested one field. We got like 10,000 liters of corn off of that one field. And then I fed most of that, or not most of that, a good portion of that to the pigs. Alright. So, next episode, we are going to be working on turning over these fields and getting that farmer down south to like us enough to give us a discount on his field. In fact, we may do... I may do the missions, or I may do a mission off camera, just so we definitely have enough money to buy like a manure spreader. I want to try it on one of these fields just to see what the consumption rate is. But that's next video, and this is the end of this video. So guys, thank you very much for watching. If you haven't checked it out, make sure you check out the Transport Fever series as well. We're having a lot of fun there, and I'm naming ships and stuff after subscribers. So if you want your name in my game, then comment on the videos. But until I see you in the next video, have a good one, guys.